This is the Minffordd Path up Cader Idris. Breathtaking, stunning, picturesque, panoramic, dramatic. The list of superlatives I could use to describe this route are endless. And today I'm going to ask you not to take my word for it. Instead, join me as I show you this route in all its beauty as I enjoyed it in November 2024. This morning I parked in the main car park at Cader Idris and took the waymarked route, which rose quickly and steeply through a wooded area with a stunning stream and cascading water just over my right shoulder. This route doesn't ease the walker into Cader Idris gently. Instead, it's steep and steppy from the get-go. Leaving the wooded area, I was met with the dramatic, rugged slopes of Mynydd Moel and its neighbouring peaks on Cader Idris. I followed the often slabby path, now much shallower, up to the south side of Cader, the glacial lake about halfway up the mountain. This lake is surrounded on three sides by dramatic, steep, rocky cliffs and is home to many legends and myths. This icy black lake is said to be a prison for a Welsh water dragon that was imprisoned by no other than King Arthur himself for the crime of terrorising and devouring locals from a nearby Welsh community. Another tale claims that the giant Idris used Cader as a huge armchair. If you make it this far up Cader Idris and haven't been devoured by water dragons or crushed by giants, there is another legend for you. Folk tales from as far back as the late 16th century claim that anyone who spends the night on Cader Idris will wake up either as a poet or as a madman. So you'd better make sure that you leave plenty of time for your descent. The route I'm taking today, the Minffordd Path, is about 6.2 miles or 10 kilometers long if taken as a there and back route. The path is officially classified as a hard mountain walk on rugged terrain, but as you can see from my footage here, the views down to the lake and across to the ridges and to the mountainsides is nothing short of epic. Here I'm descending the north slope of Cader Idris, a 792 metre tall mountain that is often confused with the nearby summit of Cader Idris. When looking up from the lake, it's impossible to see the summit, and many a hiker has confused this mountain with Cadair, the summit of Cader Idris. As I make my way from Cader Idris to the 893 metre high summit of Cader Idris, the clouds unfortunately start to shroud the top and the summit stone. Thankfully, I was here a few weeks ago filming the easier pony path on the other side of the mountain, so I have some footage of the summit views so you can see what it looks like on a fine weather day. From the summit, I have a choice to make. Do I go back down the Minffordd Path, or do I head over to Mynydd Moel and complete a circular route? Given the cloud heights, I decided to go for the circular route today. The descending path on this side of the mountain is a little more difficult to follow and a little more wet after recent rain, but as I descended below the clouds, the stunning scenery around Cader came into view over my right shoulder. To my left is the picturesque town of Cader and the mountains in the distance. Continuing on this ridge for about 1.5 miles, I made my way gradually up to the 863 metre high summit of Mynydd Moel, the final peak of my circular journey today, and the second tallest mountain on Cader Idris. This summit was the perfect place for a late lunch and some rest before I began my gradual descent back down to the car park. I'm pleased to say that the Park Authority has recently upgraded this path. When I last visited, it was extremely muddy and slippery, and it's now much improved. As you can see here in the footage, it's now a series of rocky but mostly stable steps. The path leads down to the wooded area and the stream that I walked past this morning. And I must say, it's a much more enjoyable descent than it was a few years ago when I last came here. So look, that concludes my day. The total length of this circular route was just over 10 kilometers. In my opinion, the Minffordd Path is the best hiking route up Cader Idris, as it has the best views, but it is much more rugged than the easier pony path that I filmed a few weeks ago. The circular route is just the cherry on the cake, as it's always great to take a different route and back down to the car park. So look, thanks for watching my short video today. If you've enjoyed it, you can help my channel to grow by subscribing and liking this video, and hopefully I will see you again on my channel. All the best.